Coming up on this edition of Carolina Insider, find out why the Gamecocks are taking a bite out of the Big Apple. And some South Carolina high schoolers are getting a sweet new deal. But first,
I don't have the money to even look for an apartment.
Why low-income seniors are searching for a new place to live. Carolina Insider starts now. Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'm Kiki Gushue. Our top story today, affordable housing is becoming more challenging for many people living in the Midlands. That's according to a new study published by USC's Darla Moore School of Business. This is hitting senior citizens particularly hard. Here now with more from that, from one historic building near downtown Columbia is our own Sarah Kraft. Sarah?
Thank you, Kiki. I'm here at the Wardlaw Apartments, which is a low-income housing option for senior citizens. But its residents might have to find a new place to call home for a while. Empty halls greet people when they come to the Wardlaw Apartments. Developers are going to renovate the inside of the complex, forcing residents to leave temporarily. Some residents have called these apartments home for over a decade. The people I talked to are struggling to find another place to live.
I don't have the money to even look for an apartment.
According to a letter delivered to residents, they have 60 days or until their lease ends to move out. The renovation is estimated to cost $1.4 million. Back to you, Kiki.
Columbia police have identified the young man hit and killed by a car last weekend near USC's Bull Street Garage. According to the state newspaper, 19-year-old Hudson Skira was from Lexington County. He was a high school student from Gilbert, South Carolina. A new program will make it easier for South Carolina's top high school graduates to become Gamecocks. USC will provide free tuition to anyone who finishes in the top 10% of their class. To qualify, students' families must make less than $80,000 a year. Some current USC students are celebrating a different kind of success. Carolina Insider's Grace Berkery is here to explain.
It looks like a typical week for the Carolina Band at Copenhagen Band Hall. But if you listen closely, something other than game day is on the horizon. The band has received an invitation to march in the 2024 Macys Thanksgiving Day Parade. Nia Mizrasa, a clarinet player for the band, says the news was kept secret until the first game day this fall.
He was kind of like dragging it out and like making it seem like all mysterious. We were like, what are you talking about? And he was like, but next year we will be on buses and we're going to Macys Day Parade. And everyone just kind of started screaming.
Nia is speaking about band director Dr. Jay Jacobs. Jacobs says he's been thinking about the day he would receive the call from Macys since he started working at USC 4 years ago.
Back in late February, the Macys committee reached out to me and asked about doing a Zoom call. They had some questions about our application, and so when I got on the Zoom call, they actually said, okay, we don't have any questions for you. This is actually the call to tell you that you've been accepted. So that was pretty sweet.
According to the USC website, the Carolina Band is one of only 4 collegiate bands selected to perform from more than 100 applicants. Braden Russell is a sophomore trumpet player at USC. He says preparation for the parade will mirror the long hours of work that goes into each game day.
So if kickoff's at noon, we're over at our football team's indoor facility at about 3:30 in the morning, rehearsing, getting ready for the morning, doing pep rallies before the game. And then if it's 7:30 at night, we're not gone until like 2 a.m.
Dr. Jacobs says the planning process is going to be a long but rewarding road.
Transportation, housing, hotels while we're there, what meals will be provided while we're there, where we're going to have them, what kind of Thanksgiving dinner can we have for the band, because they're going to be missing their families and missing the day.
As one of the most anticipated mornings of November approaches, the mighty sound of the Southeast will strive to uphold the 103-year tradition of playing for USC. For Carolina Insider, I'm Grace Berkery.
Carolina Band will be on buses going to New York City, being the Macys Thanksgiving Day.
Finally, if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, we have some ideas in today's Carolina calendar. This is your last weekend to go to Riverbank's Boo at the Zoo. If you take care of kids in the evenings, your little ghosts and goblins can get their spooky on with a local DJ. The popular trick-or-treating event goes from 6 to 9 p.m. and runs until Monday. If you want to get your own spooky on, head to the Vista tomorrow for Columbia's annual Halloween bar crawl. The crawl starts at 4 at Liberty Tap Room and Grill. You'll hit 7 bars and restaurants in the Vista. Tickets are $25 at the door. That's it for this edition of Carolina Insider, a student production here in the Kennedy Greenhouse studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communications. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here next week.